This lesson will review order of operations. We start with parentheses. This could include any type of grouping, including absolute value. Absolute value. After you get rid of all the grouping parentheses, we then go to solving anything with exponents. Next, it's multiplication and division left to right. So if division is coming before multiplication on the left, then you're going to do that first. Last but not least is going to be addition or subtraction. And again, this is left to right. You start at the left and do whatever addition or subtraction is first. Here's a worked out problem using order of operations, and when you show all your work, it's going to kind of funnel down like this into your final answer. So again, step one, they're going to do these parentheses first. 3 plus 2 is 5. Then you're going to go to exponents. 5 squared is 25. Notice how we're rewriting everything else except for that one thing that we are changing. So right here, right here. Next, we have multiplication or division, whatever comes first, left to right. So right here, this is turning into 100. Then we're going to do the division next. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now it's addition or subtraction left to right. So this is going to be the next thing we're going to do. Subtraction comes first on the left. So that becomes 88 is your final answer. We have a couple practice problems here to try. One thing that I want to point out, and when you have a fraction, this is division. However, we need to think of the numerator and the denominator as grouping. So you're going to simplify the numerator and the denominator before you go ahead and do this division. In this first example, we have parentheses within parentheses. So we're going to do the inside parentheses first. 5 minus 3 is 2. And I'm just going to rewrite everything else that was there. That's the only change that I made in this first line. Now I'm going to finish off the parentheses. 4 minus 2 is 2. And again, I'm going to rewrite everything that I have here. I'm going to leave the brackets here because the operation between 5 and 2 is multiplication. So this bracket or parenthesis represents multiplication. The next thing up in line is exponents. So 2 to the third power is 8. So I'm going to rewrite that 8 right there. Rewrote everything else out. Next, I'm going to be doing multiplication or division, whichever one comes first, left to right, and we have division right here. 48 divided by 8 is 6. So I'm going to rewrite that as 6. I still have times 3 plus 5 times 2. I'm going to come over here because I ran out of room a little bit. Again, multiplication or division left to right. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then I still have plus 5 times 2. My last multiplication right here, 5 times 2 is 10. I still have my 18. And then my answer is 28. With our next example, we have to, oops, I don't know what just happened there. Trying to get my lightsaber. Okay. We have to simplify whatever is on the numerator and whatever is in the denominator, and then our last step is going to be to divide this fraction bar. So you really want to think when you have a situation like this, you want to think about a grouping. This is really grouped together, and this is grouped together. We don't use the parentheses or the brackets because it's already divided by that division sign or fraction. Okay, so let's start. We do have parentheses here, but there's just one number in these parentheses. The parenthesis is there to indicate multiplication. So we can step over to exponents. 2 to the 5th power is 32. And then we're going to write minus 6 times 2 divided by 3 to the 3rd power is 27. We're going to rewrite everything else. It's best to do it one step at a time, so it helps you not make any mistakes. Okay, now in the numerator we have 32 minus 6 times 2, which is 12. In the denominator we have 27 minus 5 times 3, which is 15, and then we're going to rewrite our minus 2 right there. Next in the numerator, 32 minus 12 is 20. In the denominator, again, they're both subtraction. We're going left to right. 27 minus 15 is 12. We still have our minus 2. Last but not least, we have 20 divided by 10, and our answer there is going to be 2. Try this last one on your own. Okay, so our answer right here is 14. Another way you might need to use order of operations is if you're given an expression at certain values. So in this case, the directions say evaluate the expression using order of operations if A is 12, B is 9, and C is 4. Then in the number 1, you're given the expression a squared plus b minus c squared. And what you need to do is you need to rewrite the expression using the values given. So in this case, I would substitute in 12 for a. So this is 12 squared. It says plus b, so I'm going to do plus 9 minus c squared. So that's minus 4 squared. I'm just using these values up here. So from here, you can use your order of operations to solve. 12 squared is 144. We still have plus 9 minus 4 squared, which is 16. Again, adding and subtracting whatever comes first, left to right. So 144 plus 9, it's 153 minus 16. And the answer is 137. Try 2 through 6 on your own and come back and check your answers. Here are the answers and my work to how I got them.